Welcome back to Cardinal Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Ethan Jennings, and here's what happened in SVSU athletics this week. SVSU football put together a big win on Saturday when they traveled up north to face Northern Michigan. The Wildcats had no answer for the Cardinal defense. The NMU offense ran the ball 42 times and only had 1.5 yards per carry. The Cardinal offense also had a big day, putting up 63 points, 35 of which came in the second quarter. Terrence Brown had a receiving touchdown and an unreal 56-yard punt return touchdown. Jaquan Howard and R.J. Manning both had 2 touchdowns as well. Howard also led the Cardinals in rushing with a career-high 121 yards. Mason McKenzie threw for 3 touchdowns and Tanner Slazinski threw for his first career touchdown. Brady Devereaux, Joseph Walker, and Braden Hill also lit up the scoreboard for the Cardinals, each with a touchdown. Here's what head coach Ryan Brady had to say following a stellar performance.
Yeah, obviously very pleased. I thought defensively we were really rock solid, and got to give a lot of credit to our defensive line and linebackers. I mean, they're a grinded out, heavy run team, and I thought we came out and defended the run very well today.
The Cardinals will look to move to 5-1 for the first time since 2018 when they traveled to GLIAC newcomer Roosevelt on Saturday. Cardinal volleyball was in the Upper Peninsula as well. They played matches against Northern Michigan and Michigan Tech. SVSU lost both matches by scores of 3-1 and 3-2. Sarah Veal once again led the Cardinals in kills with a combined 37 on the weekend and had her 3rd and 4th consecutive double-double. SVSU now has 2 road matches this week when they travel to face 5th-ranked Ferris State on Friday and Davenport on Saturday. The women's soccer team also faced the GLIAC's 2 northernmost teams on the road this past weekend. They split those 2 games. The Cardinals defeated Michigan Tech on Friday by a final score of 1-0 after Lauren Fracassi scored her 2nd goal of the year late in that game, assisted by Stephanie Strong. They then fell to Northern Michigan in a windy Lakeside match by a final score of 3-1. Jaden Veldhouse had her first career goal in that one, assisted by Fracassi. SVSU is now 4-4-1 and will travel again this weekend to face Davenport and Wisconsin Parkside. SVSU swimming and diving opened their 2024-2025 season by hosting Alma on Saturday. Both teams were victorious as the women won 232-43 and the men won 233-42. The Cardinals took first in all 32 events on the day. Alexi Heber and Benjamin Wayman both took first place in the 1650-yard and 500-yard freestyles. Logan Fox nearly broke the 50-yard freestyle record with a time of 20.85 seconds and also placed first in the 100-yard freestyle. Kayleen Darby took first in both butterfly events. Rory Kaufman and Kaylee Mills took first place in both the 1-meter and 3-meter dives. The Cardinals returned to the pool on Saturday in a tri-meet against Calvin and Grand Valley State in Grand Rapids. SVSU men's soccer has dropped to 5-4 after losing both of their matches this weekend. They fell 3-0 on the road against Wisconsin Parkside and then 1-0 against Purdue Northwest in a rematch from last year's GLIAC championship game. This week, the Cardinals will return home for 2 key matches. They face St. Cloud State on Friday at 2 p.m. and then Northern Michigan on Sunday, also at 2. SVSU women's golf had a busy week competing in 2 different tournaments. First was the William Beal Fall Invitational hosted by Findlay. The Cardinals finished 11th out of the 18 teams present. Megan Thieravong was the Cardinals' top finisher and also broke the SVSU 54-hole record, shooting 8 over. They also competed in the Gilda's Club Laker Fall Invite, which was hosted by Grand Valley State. The Cardinals finished 4th out of 10 teams in that one. Thieravong was SVSU's top finisher there as well. The Cardinals will compete in the Bulldog Fall Classic hosted by Ferris State today. They will then travel to Davenport for a weekend tourney at the Davenport Fall Invitational. Cardinal men's golf fell just short in the Motor City Shakedown this past week. They led after day 1, but a fantastic -11 round from hosting Wayne State pushed SVSU down to 2nd. Still, the Cardinals were just 1 over after 2 rounds. Ji-Sung Choi led the way for SVSU, finishing 1 under on the weekend. The men's golf team will also be competing this weekend at the Davenport Fall Invitational. The SVSU cross-country teams had last week off. On Saturday, they are traveling to Illinois for the Lewis University crossover. Thank you for tuning in to Cardinal Sports Weekly. I'm your host, Ethan Jennings, and we'll see you next week.